Hey guys, and welcome to the All Things MMA podcast. It is Thursday, 1st of October. Jesus, it's October. It's been a fast year. How you doing, Chris?
Yeah, not too bad, man. I take it you'll be doing Sober October, will you?
Yeah, for today.
One day then.
Yeah, I think I've managed okay today. I was actually just about to pour myself a whiskey 2 seconds ago, so that is a lie.
I too wouldn't mind, man. To be honest
What
with
did
you,
you?
now that you've said it, I'm absolutely gasping, but we've started, so I'm committed to the podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
What do you think of the new setup? We've got the logo in the corner.
looks pretty cool.
This will be better.
Looks
It's
pretty
only
cool.
$22 a month. Don't know what the conversion rate is. What did you think of the fights of the weekend? I just watched them back today at the gym. Jesus.
What fights? I mean, the missus thought I was friggin' insane. I actually was watching two events at once. I was watching Cage Warriors and I was watching Bellator, and then I had the UFC build up and stuff like that coming on as well. It was awesome. I was in my absolute element. On my Wi-Fi was almost struggling to keep up because I had the Bellator on YouTube, and then I had the Cage Warriors on Fight Pass, and then I was on my TV, one on my iPad, one on TV, and then I had the build up to the Izzy fight on my phone. I was absolutely loving it.
I actually thought Cage Warriors was the best out of the three.
Cage Warriors was awesome.
It was really good. Bellator was. I didn't even see Bellator because they fuck up the timings on Bellator.
It's weird.
It's really weird. Strange.
There was a couple of good fights, but I couldn't tell you any of the names. I watched what's the main event? It was Edwards.
Fabian Edwards, Leon Edwards' brother. I hope no one's listening to this for vital MMA information. I can't tell you any. I can't tell you any of their names, but
because I was too busy trying to watch it, like them all go. And normally, when it's a good fight, you just automatically remember who it was. But because I was watching two fights at once, my head was all over the place. But it was good fun.
Yeah,
I wouldn't mind that.
Yeah, I thought Cage Warriors was awesome. I think Mason Jones is going to get a fight in Fight Island in the next few weeks also.
Yeah.
Did you see the height difference? Did you see the height difference in him and Adam Proctor? Holy shit.
There's actually a funny video that I actually took because it was me and you socially distanced and watched this fight together. No, actually, it was before we had to socially distance. And then me and you were watching it. And it kind of got ropey because like when he dropped him to begin with, and I was like, "Oh, it's got to get stopped! It's got to get stopped!" And we were like on the edge of the seats. And then Proctor landed. I'm pretty sure he landed a couple of decent jabs, and he kept him on the outside. And that, just the size difference was absolutely wild. And I was like, "Oh, Mason's got to have a bit of bother trying to get in on this guy." And I was getting a bit concerned. I was like, "Oh, fuck me! He's went up on weight, and this guy's a lot bigger. He's a lot longer." Mason just came managed to get on the inside of him and he absolutely pounded him. And the video that I've got of you jumping up in absolute excitement was hilarious.
I've not felt like that since the Stevie Ray fight.
I actually sent it to him and he was laughing at it.
Oh, really?
Instagram, he replied to it, laughing. So I think
pretty good.
He's absolutely inundated with people messaging him. I've noticed.
Yeah, he will be. I see his followings grew by a few thousand already just over the last few weeks. I hope he never fights at welterweight again. I think he should stick to lightweight or even featherweight. Yeah. But yeah, Cage Warrior is really good. There was another guy called Ian Gary who was class. The Irish boy. He's looking really. They've got some absolutely killers in Cage Warriors.
See, when you actually look at Cage Warriors and what the people do that comes through Cage Warriors, it's an amazing like organization for like people starting. I wouldn't even say starting their career, because it's the guys that are fighting there are fighting at a really high level. It's the fights that I watched there were just as good as the main events that I've seen in UFC. The whole card I've seen for the UFC. The guys are so hungry, game as fuck, and they just swing leather, man. Swing leather.
Totally. Did you watch The full card from the UFC at the weekend. I just watched it today, as I said.
Try to
Or
think.
do at least catch most of it.
I caught most of it on the Sunday morning, but because obviously we've been drinking on the Saturday, I was a wee bit friggin' like dozing in and out.
Yeah, that's why I watched it today, just back so I could. The Kai Kara France fight was unreal.
Fight of the year,
Did you,
potentially fight of the year for me. Like,
so he knocked the boy down. The boy fell down, hit him with a spinning back fist, dropped him.
Was it not the elbow? When like he spun round and caught him with the elbow and knocked him down. that was wild.
He's really good, actually. That Brandon Royval,
Yeah.
and his nickname's Raw Dog. That's his name.
Talking about Raw Dog, who just ordered a hoodie. This guy.
Oh, has it not came yet?
Nah,
I thought you were gonna be wearing it.
Nah, if I had it, I'd have been trying to make you jealous by putting it on. But nah, I got myself a Raw Dog hoodie when it released on Monday night.
Hope it doesn't fight you, because you've lost so much weight, and then you have to give it to me. You'll be happy to know I was 185 pounds today. I was 173 last week, so I managed. You lost 15 pounds, and I've fucking put 12 pounds in a week.
Oh, that is wild. One weekend of drinking for you does you wonders, eh? You blew up like nobody's business.
No, I said I was going to go for a 5k every day of October. It's the 1st of October, and I don't need to go for a 5k every day. I made a deal with Ashley that she didn't have to run 5k because she's doing it with me. She didn't have to do it if she tidied the house upstairs, because that closed situation is stressing me out.
Just try to get yourself all set up with it.
Too much clothes. I'm like a woman. I know that sounds very stereotypical.
You're worse than a woman.
Yeah, I would agree.
I've never seen somebody that just buys clothes just to buy clothes, even though you don't. Some of the clothes still have tags on them that you buy.
Oh, that's just a little tag on it. I was going to say, I also watched the Brad Riddell fight. That was class. He's Adesanya's teammate. And Adesanya, on his post-fight interview, said it's bullshit that Shane Young, because his guy missed weight by quite a bit.
Yeah.
Like 5 pounds. So I thought it was quite cool at Adesanya, actually. It was his time to shine, and he was actually speaking out on behalf of his mate.
He was saying that fighters should lose 90% of their purse if they miss weight.
I agree, because I was working out today. Like, so you lose 30%, but if you win, you double your money. So you're getting 50% more, but you're only losing 30%. So you're actually gaining 20%. So you may as well go in overweight, and then if you win, you've made 20% more than you would have if you.
Do you lose 30% of the half that you get as well, though?
No. Just
they're realising. Aye.
Exactly. The rules are so corrupt. But Brad Riddell looked really good. The guy who's versing was good as well.
Yeah.
But that Ludovic Klein, the guy that knocked out Shane Young, I watched it back. It was a head kick. He jabbed, head kick, and then caught him a back fist. It was really, really good to watch. He looks really good, actually.
No, I was pretty like I heard a lot of people kind of basically slagging off the card, kind of saying that the only real thing worth watching on the card is the two, obviously the two title fights. But I was quite impressed with a lot of the fights. I thought the women's fight was a wee bit of snooze fest.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought it was a snooze. It's quite annoying because it sounds a little sexist when you say stuff like that, but then it's like, I don't know. It just annoys me when you kind of watch a lot of the women's fight, because you get a fight like the Zhang Wei Li Joanna fight, one of the best fights I've ever seen, but then there's so few and far between. It's totally annoying, I think. And then you have Valentina Shevchenko, she's so dominating. And same way, obviously, Amanda Nunes. So there really isn't very much to kind of. They need a Ronda Rousey type thing for women's MMA again in the UFC, I think.
Can you see what I'm seeing just now?
Yeah.
So for the audio listeners watching the Shane Young knockout, or being knocked out, sorry, by Ludovic Klein, who was actually came in £5 over. And this video is going to be very disappointing if it doesn't actually show you the knockout. I think it will. It wasn't that clear on the video. I'll send you it after, but it was a pretty cool.
Yeah,
trying to think of other standout. Diego Sanchez. Did you see where he did the Game Bread Masvidal thing, where he put his hands behind his back, tried to go a flying knee and got collected by left hook?
I seen a caption basically saying, when you ask for a McDonald's and mum tells you you've got McDonald's at home. His body was absolute. What the fuck? He told had barrel body.
No fat shaming, Chris. I'm now 13 pounds heavier here, so
his body was. I was odd as anything, man. I was just. Remember, I showed you the thing with Matt Serra and his coach.
Oh, that was amazing! I wish we could play that. That was great. The Joshua Fabia thing.
Yeah.
Matt Serra gets really wound up and just tells him to fuck off, basically.
On Dana White looking for a fight, Matt Serra's coach. What's the guy's coach? What's his coach called?
Joshua Fabia. The school of awareness, self-awareness.
Yeah. So he walked up to Matt Serra while Matt Serra was eating his breakfast, and Dean Thomas actually filmed him. And the guy was like, you came my name and you're disrespecting me and everything like that. And Matt Serra just ripped him a new one. He was just like, I don't think you're very good. I was like, he was so blunt with it as well. He's
like, you won't even say my name. He's like, I don't even know your fucking name. That was good. I'm trying to look at other fights on the card. Jake Matthews actually was really good against Diego Sanchez. And they were giving him a bit of stick because he didn't finish him. But if you're destroying the boy for 3 rounds, like, finish him or not finish him, does it really matter? Like, he nearly finished him. Like, he's still winning dominant. Like,
yeah, I know, but I think when you seen Diego Sanchez, you kind of thought like you really should have. But Diego Sanchez is still a dog. He's still got a chin on him and whatnot. But it's just the guy needs to hang up his gloves. You seen the whole thing? McGregor basically saying that he was looking to fight Sanchez and all the rest of it. Yeah,
McGregor would finish him in about 20 seconds. I would even like to see that.
Nah.
But yeah, I think that Brandon Royval that was against Kai Kara France, he's looking really good. That's only his second fight in the UFC, and he's ranked. He just beat Kai Kara France, who's ranked. I think he was 7th or something.
I think there is only 10 fighters in that weight category, so Corey.
Yeah, there's 17. He does actually look the real deal, though. Watch it back. What about the Dominic Reyes versus Big Jan?
Dominic Reyes didn't show up, I don't think.
No, he didn't.
I fell asleep watching the fight. The first round, I actually fell asleep, like, obviously because we'd been up quite late and whatnot, and I was like total keen to watch it and all the rest of it, and I fell asleep watching the first round was so slow, and then I kind of woke up and then I'd seen that he'd got his cunt kick, so then I rewound it and then started again.
So something like 4 years ago, Jan Blachowicz got beat by Zach Cummings, who's ranked like 42nd or something like that, ridiculous. So no one would ever envisaged him being like heavyweight champion, but he's killing it.
Yeah, I seen his return to the airport back in Poland, and he had a total hero's welcome. You should have seen it. It was just like massive, like loads and loads of people, just all chatting and everything. I was pretty smart. I was like, well, take it they didn't take COVID, like coronavirus seriously out there. Israel Adesanya having to do like 2 weeks in for complete self-isolation and all the rest of his whole team.
What happened with Adesanya after it? And they had an altercation with Eric Albertine, the coach. I don't know exactly what happened, but apparently there's a lot of people are saying he's getting a bit too big for his boots.
Smoked Costa. No, Dave, we might as well start
He,
from
he,
the fight.
he did smoke him, to be fair. But I don't know, Costa didn't look at the races. Maybe Adesanya's just that fucking good.
As another one, did Costa show up, or is it just the fact that Taylor made for the kind of like Adesanya's? So I watched at the very start of the fight, Adesanya was like, "Let's see who's skinny now, boy," or something like that. I was like, "Oh shit!" That was pretty cool.
It's pretty cool.
And then people were obviously all going in on for kind of dry humping him after it and all the rest of it and stuff like that. Disrespectful? I think so. I mean,
dry humping him, but what do you mean by that? I didn't actually see that part.
So basically, when he obviously I had him on his back, and I think he finished him type thing, or he was on top, dropping elbows and punches, and then I think the ref kind of pushed him off him. But when he pushed him off him, he turned over on his kind of like onto like all fours, and Adesanya kind of stood up and like pretended to hump him like a couple of times, and the ref pushed him away.
Oh, I think it's quite funny.
Everybody's kind of getting him shit for that. And
fuck it. They don't like each other. They're bitter. Fuck it. I think it's quite.
I didn't like seeing fighters total gone mental and celebrating and giving fighters shit if they've like proper sparked them out until such times as you can that the other fighter's okay.
He's viciously knocked out.
I really don't like that, because then you're always a wee bit concerned, is the fighter actually alright? But I wasn't like he like starched him or anything like that. The ref kind of pushed him off him, so I don't know. I think talk shit, get banged. Like Michael Bisping, he was kind of well known for kind of no letting things drop after he won type thing. He was still giving people shit type thing.
Yeah, he's still Luke Rockhold and Joe Romero.
Aye. But I just think it's like the build up to the fight and probably like talking shit about him. But I didn't think Costa had actually said very much. Here we've got Creeping Jesus moving in the back there.
Jesus.
So but then he did go over to his coaches and kind of, I think that's a bit too far. It's like as you say, like people are saying he's kind of getting a bit too big for his boots. Well, he is a champion, so he's filling the boots that he's walking in, I guess. But yeah. I don't know. I think I like to kind of see a wee bit of respect between fighters. After it's one of the ones where build up a fight. Conor McGregor, to be fair, win, lose, draw, his attitude when he wins tends to be him, and he does talk a lot of shit. But I always kind of respect the fact that after he kind of wins or loses, he kind of goes there and shakes at people's hand and things like that. And I think at the end of the day, you've got to get and punch the guy and kick the guy in the face, and as much as you wanted in that time until the fight was stopped. You should really be able to kind of walk away from it then and kind of shake hands and be done with it.
I do think Adesanya's cool though. Like he called out Costa, he called out Joe Romero. Like he wants to fight these guys, these beasts that just no one would ever call out. Do you know what I mean? He believes in his ability that much. And I think next fight it's either going to be Jared Cannonier or Jack Hermanson. I think it's going to be one of the two.
You got Jared Cannonier, who's asked for. I can't believe he used to fight at light heavyweight, and then heavyweight, and then
it was huge. He's so lean now.
But apparently he's still got that power from like that heavyweight, almost that heavyweight power, which is. But then again, you just feel as though
it's the crystals.
Well, somebody that's also tailor made to Adesanya again, somebody that's got to walk forward and he's got to be able to tee off on him, and I didn't see anybody in that weight category giving Adesanya any hassle. Like, who's got to give him a hassle? His takedown defense is something like 90%.
Yeah, it's class. Hermanson's jiu-jitsu is class that we've seen him against David Branch.
Yeah, but
I would like to see that fight.
I think Hermanson would be a much more interesting fight than
I agree. I think Hermanson could beat Till as well.
Hermanson,
that's 5th of December that fight is. I'm just looking at it here, so I've been thinking of fights to make. So we've got Adesanya versus Hermanson or Cannonier. Dom Reyes, what do you do with him now? I think you put him against Yuri Prochazka. You know, the guy is pretty new.
Yeah, that's
6th.
I would probably put
or Vulcan.
Reyes against the Glover thingy fight. The loser of that fight, the Glover.
Loser. I thought you were going to say the winner. I was like, that's not very fucking fair. You win that massive fight and you get the loser.
Nah, I think that would be pretty good fight because it's Glover Teixeira versus what's his name again? The guy with the hammer.
Thiago Santos.
So bad for names right now, man.
So we've seen Santos versus Jan.
Jan.
We've seen how that ended. He fucking put him flat on his face. So,
I think that would be.
I think Anthony Smith might go against Reyes as well. Anthony
Smith didn't look great in his last few hours.
No, he's not at all, to be honest. So I was thinking this matchup: Woodley versus Diego Sanchez. I think that's a great matchup. I think they're both at the twilight years of their career. They're both. I think Woodley wants a send off.
I mean,
Sanchez. I think that'd be a good fight.
I think it'd be a shite fight. I think Woodley would it'd be a fight where Woodley would actually have some confidence going into it, and he'd probably walk out looking like fight like the way that everybody's kind of expected him to fight.
I don't think it'd be an exciting fight. I just think it would be a smart fight to make for both of them because don't put it up against killers because it's just not working. Although Sanchez is someone like 3-4 in his last 4 fights, like won 3 of them.
Yeah, wouldn't be interested in watching Woodley versus To be fair, I just think the pair of them should have retired. I think they should both retire. Or
no, I agree.
Give them somebody kind of up and coming so that it's basically they've kind of got that notch under their belt. Just use
Chimaev.
That would be a good fight. But I don't think versus Sanchez. That would be you'd be signing the guy's death warrant.
Yeah, I want to see Chimaev versus Marvin Vettori.
That would be awesome fight.
I think that'd be a good fight. I think they should make Vettori would take it. He's a game motherfucker as well.
Oh, he's a beast. That would be that's probably your best suggestion so far.
I think that would be a good fight. But yeah, I'm just looking at the rankings just now to see. You've got Moraes versus Sandhagen coming up. That's a good fight in itself.
Did you see that Jan called out DC?
Jan
Aye, called out DC. He was like,
did he not call it John Jones?
I think
it was Jones. It was Jones.
No, he also called it DC. Yeah, 100%. He said something like, because obviously DC doing the commentating and the stuff with Ariel Helwani. He said something like, "Oh, you've got nothing to say about for yourself, DC. If you think I'm such an easy fight, why do you not come back and fight me or something?" Like, the guy is literally doing, like, I didn't see you friggin' shouting at you on like John Anik or Joe Rogan or something. The guy's a commentator and he's literally he's retired. Shut up. I think he was just looking for a name that would actually be interesting and want people to tune in for.
Yeah.
He fucked up.
Just looking at the rankings. So Marvin Vettori is number 14. I want to see Edmund Shabazian back in there.
Yeah. Although his last fight, who did he lose to?
Did he lose his last fight? Yeah. Yes, he did. He lost to Derek Brunson.
And it was because I lost money on that. one. But Derek Brunson looked like a beast in that fight, though.
Yeah, which he doesn't usually. The fights I've seen him previously looks pretty bad. So
I know
I'm surprised by that one. I think I'm jumping out here a little bit, but I think Costa should go up and weight. Go up to 205.
I don't think so.
So depleted at that.
I know, but I don't think he's quite small. I mean, he's jacked to his tits, fucking that way. But I think his height and his reach and big thing is his volume power punches. But you put him in that mix, then he's just the same as an average Joe, I guess. Like, I don't think he would do very well. He certainly wouldn't be a title contender at 205, I don't think.
Paul Craig's moved up to number 14 in the rankings. Obviously, someone's retired. That's the best way to go up in the rankings, by somebody fucking getting out of them. But yeah, I'm just going to kind of go through this weekend's card. Main event is Irene Aldana versus Holly Holm. It's one of these cards again on paper that doesn't look great,
Oh, sorry, that was
but
a
but
snooze fest.
in actual fact, so just going through the prelims, Carlos Condit is on the prelims. I'll share my screen with you so you can see. Can you see what I'm seeing?
Yeah.
So you've got Carlos Condit on the prelims against Court McGee, which should be a good fight.
Yeah.
Carlos Condit is definitely on his way. His twilight years of his career. I think he's lost his last few. The guy above, Kyler Phillips. He came from the Ultimate Fighter. He didn't have hair like that back then, but he was really good.
You
I think
got
his
head envy.
Matrix. I'm sure his nickname is. But yeah, this
What's
is a
his
good fight.
None. UFC's really bad for that. You'd think they'd have someone that would literally update this type of stuff, eh?
Their website's shit. The website's really shit. It's hard though because these guys are fighting in Abu Dhabi at 6 in the morning. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Do you think what you think that surely? But then they're there for how many weeks before it? A week or 2 weeks?
it's only a week. I think it's like 5 or 6 days. It's not long.
Nah,
So
there's
they
not be
must.
that much time to acclimatise, I suppose.
Yeah,
Like,
it must
I've
be
never had
must be really difficult.
I've never had jet lag or anything like that before, but again, I thought it takes you normally a couple of days to get over, like at least get over jet lag. So
Definitely, especially America to Abu Dhabi. That's a long haul flight. So you've got Jermaine Durandamy fighting Juliana Pena. I like watching Durandamy. Her kickboxing's class. She's so tall, so long. And she actually fought quite well against Amanda Nunes last
yeah,
time out.
and Nunez just knew like she was just like kind of losing standing, so she just wrestled her down, didn't she?
Yeah,
Like that's
yeah,
that's
which
the thing
is
with
smart.
Nunez. She's not got to stand and bang if there's a chance of losing. She obviously
No,
changed it up and
I don't know if you've seen the video I posted earlier of Jorgen
yeah,
De Castro. That right hand, the right hook against the Kiwi guy.
he's a big man.
What was his name again? Junior Taffer. That was, but he's huge. He's not in the best shape ever. These big guys. Irene Aldana in the main event. See, who was she fighting last time? Ketlin Vieira, and she knocked her out. I feel like Holly Holm's been around forever. I feel like she's fought everybody twice. I don't know how many times Holly Holm's fought for the belt. I wonder if she'll get a title fight if she wins this. So yeah, it's a pretty decent card. I think it could turn out to be okay.
It's one of the ones we'll be watching it regardless.
There's quite a lot of fights in it. There's about 12 fights. I've actually quite enjoyed watching the really early ones as well.
Yeah,
Because
some of
these
the
guys have more to gain. So
yeah.
I mean, sometimes it's their first fight in the UFC. So pronunciation of the week, Chris. This name that I'm pointing to just now. No. This one.
That's Loma Lukabini.
Sorry, can you repeat that just a little bit clearer?
Loma Lukabini.
Not bad. 5 out of 10.
How?
It sounds quite Scottish. Loma, look Bunmi.
I'll bring you the name.
Jesus, there's some crackers on this card actually for names. Healy Alateng.
Wait, go back then. Check. I think it was the guy on the right there, just above it.
2 seconds.
No, not there. The woman, the girl just above it. How would you say this one? The one that Luca Binimi is fighting.
df4f. It's easy. I've got quite a few friends with a similar name.
Aye.
I like Chris and Stuart. Bellator this weekend. Bellator tonight.
Bellator tonight. Chris Duncan.
Chris Duncan's. What time is it at? What channel is it on? It's on Channel 5.
It's Channel 5. He's on the main event now because someone's pulled out.
He is the main event.
No, he's on the main event. He's on the main card. Sorry, he was on. It's my 5. What fucking day? I'm sitting here talking to you about it,
and it's on right now. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Fucking idiot.
Poor fans.
We could have almost done a fight companion, Corey.
I know. Because we only know one of the fighters on the card, so it'd be pretty.
We're going places.
Are you trying to get it up?
I'm trying. I'm sure.
I think it's on just now. The way Bellator's organised, this is so bad.
They're absolutely horrendous, mate. They're absolutely horrendous at advertising. It's
not great at all. But you've obviously got Cal Eleanor this weekend.
Yep.
Against James Gallagher
on
Saturday.
By the way,
that'll be really good. Actually, I'm excited for
Cal is so shredded. It is ridiculously how shredded that.
Just trying to see if there's any other notable names on the card.
I think it's got to be some. That's got to be Brian.
Crosby. He's one of Conor McGregor's friends. Charlie Ward. He's also one of McGregor's friends. You've got the whole Irish contingent on that card. It's actually quite a good card.
Yeah. Just as you say, it's quite annoying the way that
can't hear you anymore.
You can't hear me?
Something stopped working.
I've not touched anything. Can you hear me okay?
You fucked the job here, Christopher.
I've not touched nothing, man.
This will be an interesting listen for anybody listening. Like nice and zen, just some silence.
I don't think it's ever going to be bad if people can't hear me.
For those who are listening over audio, Chris is stressing out because he has no idea how to work technology.
It's not me.
He just fits bulbs, changes lights, and robs old grannies. Are you planning on?
I reckon if you can hear me or not.
Have you got your microphone connected?
My mic's not being touched.
Just pull it out, and just talk to the machine.
I've tried that.
You can obviously hear me. This is going to be a good podcast. Just me talking away, just absolute nonsense.
No mic. I don't know.
I can ban you from the studio.
The host has unmuted your mic.
I'm not really sure what to do here. Oh, your message me saying I've not changed anything. Well. So, yeah, looking forward to Bellator. Yeah, you're nodding along, Chris. You're looking forward to it on the TV. Maybe, do you know the sign language? Maybe that would get over the audio issues we're currently having. Oh well, we managed 34 minutes. And we've got some pussy on the screen. Now we've got a cowboy hat. 35 minutes of absolute drivel. I will try and end the broadcast and see if that works. Back in a mini-mo.